and welcome back to another Ed Talk with the Ed team. My name is Valerie, and today we're going to be doing an activity where we upcycle different objects from around the house into ornaments. So I have 3 different options today, and hopefully you'll have at least one of these to do yourself. So my first one is a snowman that I made out of a drinkable yogurt. I have an ornament that was made out of a box that carried seltzer. And then I have one from the lid of a plastic container. Before you get started with your plastic containers, so your lid and your drinkable yogurt, the first step is to make sure that you clean them well. So I have a couple examples here. So I took off the wrapper and then I made sure to clean it out and I let it dry. And then for my lid that I'll be making, I made sure to rinse it off. There was some on the top. If it's dirty enough, you might actually have to take some soap and really wash it. But a good rinse with some hot water will do it well as well. So when you're ready to get started, what you're gonna do, your first step on your cardboard is you're going to want to draw a couple circles, all right? So I did that using just a container I had, and then I actually used this top from the other ornament I was gonna make to draw these, and then I cut them out already. So there are 2 different sizes because I wanted to play around with the different sizes. I ended up liking the smaller one more, so I just went ahead and decorated it however I'd like. I left a little bit of room at the top to put my string to hang it. So that's just how I chose to decorate mine. You can choose to decorate yours however you'd like. And while I was decorating that one, I just went ahead and started on decorating my lid. So I would actually recommend making your hole first. I had forgotten to do that because with the plastic, you need to let the marker dry completely before touching it. So this is just the design I went for. Once it dries, I might add a little more and I'll show you all that later. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you how to make the holes and then I'll make my snowman. So what I'm gonna do to start to make my holes is I'm gonna take my tack and I'm gonna poke a hole, which goes in really easy, and then I will fiddle it around. And then right across from that hole, I'll go ahead and make another hole and do the same thing, kind of twist the tack around to make the hole bigger, and this will make getting the screw in easier, all right? So then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put it down and very gently try and screw in my screw. And then just give it a couple twists and the holes will be big enough. Alright. So because I'm using ribbon, I'll be able to get it into that little hole because it bends really nicely. But if you're using string, you might have to make your holes a little bigger, or it might just be easier, like I said earlier, for you to put a little hot glue on the inside, exactly where I just put my holes, and stick it there. All right. And so if you did it that way, you would then want to decorate it first and then hot glue it. But because I went with holes, I made the holes first. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your permanent marker and you're gonna make him a hat on the top. So you'll just go around and color him all the way black. All right, and so once you have it all the way colored, you're gonna want to make sure you find your 2 holes and they'll want to be on the sides, and then you'll make the face in the center of them, all right? So once you put your permanent marker on though, you don't wanna touch it because you might smudge it, so just wait for it to dry. So go ahead and make sure you're holding it just like I am or further down. And so you're gonna make his 2 eyes. And so for this one, you just need a black marker and an orange one if you have one. So it's 2 eyes, and then a mouth, and then it's 3 buttons on his body. You can make your dots however big or small you'd like. There's his eye, okay? And then you just go ahead and grab your orange marker and you make his carrot nose. All right, and once you do that, you go ahead and you string your string through, and you can add another strand of string around his body to make his scarf if you'd like. All right, so here's my finished snowman. I added his ribbon to the top, and you can see that I thread it into the middle and then tied it right here. So you go in from the outsides, and then I gave him a little scarf. And so now I'm going to show you how to make a hole in your paper ornament. Like I said, if you have a hole punch, that would work perfectly on this one, but it also does a really good job on the plastic as well. So if you are going to make a hole, but you don't have a hole punch, I'm going to use the same process I just used. So very carefully poke a tack through the top. All right, and then take my screw and just go ahead and make this hole bigger. Again, very carefully. If you don't have a hole punch, this should definitely be a job for an adult. All right, so there it is. Now you can see it has a hole, and the ribbon, I will bend it just like I did to get it into my snowman. I bend it so it's very skinny and it just goes right in. There we go. Awesome. And to hang up my other one, I will follow the same steps that I just used. All right, so here are my completed ornaments. 3 of them I made before this video, and then you watched me make 3 of them. I hope you enjoyed this video and came up with some creative ideas that you can do at home. Have a happy holiday. Thank you.